The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Summary. What if your deepest dreams hold the secret map to your destiny? What if the universe itself conspires to help you achieve them, sending you signs along the way? Paulo Coelho's international bestseller, The Alchemist, explores these profound questions through the seemingly simple story of a shepherd boy on a quest for treasure. It's a fable that has touched millions, revealing timeless wisdom about following your heart and discovering your true purpose. Today we journey with Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist. This isn't just a story, it's an allegory, rich with symbolism about pursuing your unique path in life. What Coelho calls your personal legend. Written with enchanting simplicity, the book follows Santiago, a young Andalusian shepherd, as he travels from Spain to Egypt in search of treasure, learning invaluable lessons about life, fear, love, and the interconnectedness of all things along the way. We'll follow his journey and unpack the book's core themes. The story begins, the shepherd and his dream. We meet Santiago, a shepherd content with his flock and the freedom of his travels through the Spanish countryside. However, he's troubled by a recurring dream, a vision of treasure hidden near the Egyptian pyramids. He seeks guidance from a gypsy woman who interprets the dream literally but demands a share of the potential riches. Feeling uncertain, Santiago then encounters a mysterious old man named Melchizedek, who claims to be the king of Salem. Melchizedek introduces Santiago to the core idea of the personal legend, the unique destiny each person has, the dream they were meant to fulfill. He explains that when you truly want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. He urges Santiago to follow his dream, teaching him about reading omens, the signs the universe provides to guide us. To begin his journey, Santiago makes the difficult decision to sell his beloved sheep, symbolizing letting go of the familiar and comfortable to pursue the unknown path of his personal legend. The journey and challenges, trials by fire and sand. Santiago's journey begins with hardship. Soon after arriving in Tangier, Africa, he is robbed of all his money, leaving him alone and destitute in a foreign land. This tests his resolve immediately. Instead of giving up, he finds work with a crystal merchant. The crystal merchant is a kind man but represents the fear of change and the danger of forgetting one's dreams. He too once dreamed of a pilgrimage to Mecca but settled into the comfort of his shop. Santiago, however, uses his intuition and fresh perspective to help the merchant improve his business significantly over the course of a year, learning patience and earning enough money to continue his quest. With renewed purpose, Santiago joins a caravan crossing the vast Sahara Desert towards Egypt. On this long journey, he meets an Englishman obsessed with learning the secrets of alchemy from books. Through their interactions, Santiago learns the value of observation and experience, reading the world, over purely intellectual knowledge. He begins to understand the soul of the world, the spiritual force that connects everything. The caravan eventually reaches the lush Al-Fayoum oasis, a neutral territory during tribal wars. Here, Santiago experiences another major life event. He meets and falls in love with Fatima, a woman of the desert. He contemplates staying with her, representing the temptation to abandon his personal legend for the comfort of love and security. However, both Fatima and later the Alchemist teach him that true love supports rather than hinders the pursuit of one's destiny. At the oasis, Santiago also encounters the titular Alchemist, a powerful, wise figure who recognizes Santiago's commitment to his personal legend. The Alchemist becomes his guide for the final, most challenging leg of the journey, He tests Santiago's courage and teaches him profound lessons about listening to his heart, understanding the language of the world, communicating without words through omens and intuition, and the true meaning of alchemy, which is less about turning lead into gold and more about achieving spiritual perfection and fulfilling one's personal legend. Their journey across the war-torn desert involves intense trials. Santiago faces his deepest fears, including the fear of death when they are captured by tribesmen. In a climactic test, the alchemist tells the captors that Santiago is a powerful magician who can turn himself into the wind. Forced to attempt the impossible, Santiago communicates deeply with the desert, the wind, and the sun, elements of the soul of the world, and ultimately harnesses their power, performing the feat and securing their freedom. This represents his mastery over fear and his deep connection to the universe.
Brainy Bytes.
The climax and realization, where the treasure lies. Santiago finally reaches the majestic pyramids of Egypt. Exhausted but hopeful, he begins digging for the treasure at the spot shown in his dream. But he finds nothing. Just as despair sets in, he is brutally attacked by refugees from the tribal wars. When Santiago explains he was digging because of a dream about treasure, one of the robbers mocks him. The robber recounts his own recurring dream about a treasure buried under a sycamore tree growing in the ruins of an old church back in Andalusia, Spain. At that moment, Santiago understands. The universe led him on this incredible journey not just for the physical treasure, but for the wisdom, love, and self-transformation he gained along the way. The journey itself was a treasure. Yet the literal treasure also existed. But it was waiting for him back where he started, accessible only after he had completed his journey and gained the wisdom to understand the omens. Santiago returns to Spain, finds the ruined church and the sycamore tree from his own initial dream location, digs, and unearths a chest full of gold and jewels. He is now rich both internally and externally, ready to reunite with Fatima, having fulfilled his personal legend. Core messages. Beyond the captivating story, The Alchemist resonates because of its universal themes. 1. Your personal legend. The belief that each person has a unique destiny or purpose in life. Pursuing it wholeheartedly is our primary obligation, and the universe supports this quest. 2. Omens and the language of the world. Learning to recognize and trust the signs, symbols, and intuitive nudges the universe provides as guidance on our path. 3. Fear as the main obstacle. The biggest barrier to achieving our personal legend isn't external difficulty, but internal fear. Fear of failure, fear of suffering, fear of the unknown, even fear of success. 4. The importance of the journey. While the destination matters, the true transformation, learning, and richness of life happen during the pursuit of our dreams. Setbacks are lessons. 5. Listening to your heart. Your heart holds wisdom and connection to the soul of the world. Learning to listen to its desires and fears, even when irrational, is crucial for staying true to your path. 6. True alchemy is self-transformation. The ultimate goal isn't just external riches, but purifying one's own spirit, overcoming limitations, and achieving self-mastery through the trials faced while pursuing the dream. Real-world application. Living your own alchemist journey. How can we apply these allegorical lessons to our modern lives? Step 1. Discover your personal legend. Reflect on your own deepest dreams and callings. What truly excites you and gives you a sense of purpose. Step 2. Pay attention to omens. Cultivate awareness of coincidences, intuition, and opportunities that seem to guide you. Learn to trust these subtle messages. Step 3. Embrace challenges. View obstacles and setbacks not as stop signs, but as necessary detours or lessons designed to teach you something valuable for your journey. Step 4. Act despite fear. Acknowledge your fears, but don't let them paralyze you. Take courageous action towards your goals, even if the steps are small. Step 5. Trust the process. Have faith that if you sincerely pursue your personal legend, the resources and guidance you need will appear along the way. Value the journey itself. I hope this journey through Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist inspires you to consider your own personal legend. If it did, please show some love by hitting like and subscribe to join our Brainy Bytes community for more practical summaries. Want to help fuel future content like this? You can support the channel by buying me a coffee through the link below. It helps me dedicate more time to finding and summarizing these impactful books for you all. And speaking of powerful stories, what inspirational novel or philosophical book should I dive into next? Let me know your suggestions in the comments. Your input drives the channel. Thanks for watching.